Welcome to the channel. I am Jamie, that's me, and welcome back to another quick chat. Okay, if this is your first quick chat, then girl, welcome. You feel what I'm saying? Welcome, welcome, guys. We're gonna take some time and we're just going to chat. Okay. Yes. Is it a happy Tuesday? Make it happy, I suppose. Happy Tuesday to everybody, okay? First things first, okay? Let's see who we have in the chat, okay? Let me actually go over here to my channel. Let's see what we are looking like over here. What's up, Jay Myers, Miss Cheryl Nine, Orange Moon, Miracle, Kim, Miss TJ, Keisha Boo, Donisha, Julie, Danielle, Bridget, CJ, the Hunter, Drea, Allen. What's the going on? Zodiac Palettes, Danielle. What's up going on? Andrea. What's up? Drea Loving Life, this so Westall, J Darkness. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me. You could be anywhere, but you chose to sit here with me. So let's chat, okay? First things first, all right? First things first. Y'all, the best man, the final chapter is returning. The best man is returning. They're saying that this is going to be the final chapter. We're gonna see. They're saying, well, first of all, from my understanding, the trailer has dropped on Peacock. The trailer has indeed dropped on Peacock, and that it will be an 8 episode premiere. Okay. That's gonna be cute, girl, over there. I believe it's dropping on December 22nd. So that's something that y'all can get together with y'all families and check out. I know I'm going to check it out. I enjoyed The Best Man, so I might be a little sad that they're doing the final chapters or whatnot, but maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Because they be out here trying to remake some of everything, child. So if you gotta do what you gotta do, then girl, you just gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, so that's what's going on. So y'all make sure y'all go and check that out over there on the Peacock app. All right. I had some other windows open that I really just want to get closed over here. There you go. Ah, let's see. I think this mouse needs to be charged, child, because she over here going slow. And if I tap a little too much, girl, she gonna been did what she did the other day and cut this damn live off. But anyway, all right, guys. So whew, now as we just spoke on the final chapter, it's really, really sad to come and report such tragic news that everybody should know about at this particular moment. For those of you guys that do not know, tragedy has struck the Migos. Okay. So sad. I am still in shock. I cannot believe it at all that 1/3 of the Migos is gone. Takeoff did pass away early this morning, unfortunately, and we'll get into those details. It just really shocked me completely because last night I was watching their interview that they did, uncle and nephew, Quavo and Takeoff. I was watching that interview that they did with Drink Champs or whatnot. I was just watching that, and it was really late at night when I was watching it. I think it probably was like a 1 or 2 o'clock. And then when I started reading, when I got up this morning, I started seeing all this stuff happening. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. I was literally sitting up here watching their interview as we're finding out that this young man was losing his life around the same time. And I was like, dang, I could just imagine how many people was up watching the same interview that I was watching. And it's just crazy to me. Like, it's a lot going on. Okay, girl, we done lost Leslie Jordan. Okay, I believe his name is DeVito. If that's how you say his name, this man just lost his child. Then you hear this news about Takeoff. Then there was another notification about an NFL coach that passed away. And I'm just like, it is so much happening. I hate it. But let's get into the details just a bit regarding Mr. Takeoff. If I say Offset, please forgive me because I'm not talking about Offset at all. the individual that has passed away, that has been confirmed to have passed away, was Takeoff. Okay, they're saying that Takeoff, one third of Migos, is dead after an early morning shooting in Houston. My mind. Law enforcement sources and multiple witnesses tell TMZ the fatal incident went down shortly after 2:30 a.m. in the morning, and that's when cops got the call for a man shot at a bowling alley called 810 Billers in Bowling, Houston. They were told that Takeoff and Quavo were there playing dice when an altercation broke out, and that's when someone opened fire, shooting Takeoff either in his head or near his head, and he was pronounced dead at the scene. So tragic, so traumatizing. I am seeing some conflicting reports. I saw where someone, I believe it was Freddie O over on Instagram, he mentioned that the boy got shot 57 times. And I ain't saying nothing, but I was looking at it like, that is such a not a lie. That is so not true. I don't believe that at all. That boy ain't get shot no 57 times. Like, where are you getting this from? So then he had went back and fixed it. And maybe he meant 5 to 7 times or something like that. There were text messages that were leaked out explaining the breakdown of the situation and how things, happened or whatnot. And I read those text messages, and it's sad because that's what makes it even more sad. See, Takeoff has always been the unproblematic Migo, in my opinion. Just sitting back in the cut, chilling, doing what he typically does. And unfortunately, he got hit in the crossfire, you know. It's just really sad, y'all, especially how they got the headlines and stuff like that. The headlines are reading that he was murdered. And I'm like, I wouldn't go as far as to say that. Because I feel like when I think of the term murdered, I think somebody that directly had an intent to unalive you. Like, that's what, like, okay, it was a whole plan set up to go and do that. And I don't think that that's what happened. We don't have the full details, but I think those text messages probably hit the nail on the head. That was about accurate. I think that boy was just chilling, and some things happened. He wasn't even playing dice, from my understanding. That was something Quavo was entertaining and doing at the time. Um, and I guess, of course, allegedly what they saying is Quavo didn't like some things. I guess he was losing money, and you know, some words were exchanged, and some things ended up taking place. And because Takeoff wasn't even in the area, he went up, he looked up to see what was going on, and somehow he was the person that ended up getting popped. Okay. There's been a lot of video of this man stretched out all over Twitter. Very sad. I was like, nobody wants to see this type of trauma porn on their phones or devices as they're waking up in the morning, and likely does not want to go to sleep to that at night. But I mean, I don't know if people are possibly unbothered by it. Not all people, some people. Some are upset, some are not as upset about it. And I don't know the ones that aren't as upset about it, if they're not so upset because they see it so much on social media, especially when it comes to our black bodies laid out, stretched out. You know what I'm saying? People are unbothered by it. I do think that it is a bit distasteful. This man is losing his breath, and y'all are sitting over here capturing the moment. And it's what also kind of kills me a little bit, is seeing all of the Instagram blogs, everybody trying to be the first one to report on the story. And I said, dang, I hope that his family was able to find out before y'all blasted to social media. They probably getting all kind of text messages like, sorry about your loss, sorry about your loss, hey, hate this happened. And they like, what the hell you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. There's no sensitivity to that at all. I'm rambling because there's so many thoughts in my head. I'm just shook and shocked. When I woke up this morning, it was so foggy and gloomy outside. I mean, it's bright as hell. Typically, but I do believe is when it's foggy, it's pretty much going to end up being a pretty day because the sun ends up coming out much brighter. But today, when I tell you it was so foggy, you couldn't even really see nothing on the roads. Like, it was so foggy, and I was like, yeah, that's about right. That about describes the mood right now. Just gloomy and foggy right now. What? So sad. I saw, I believe his name is Gilly the Kid, over on social media going off. I mean, he looked like he was about to bust a vessel or something. He was so upset with people for sharing said video. And feel a bit conflicted, just for me. Everybody's different. This is just my opinion. Do what you want with yours. I just kind of felt like, as distasteful as it is and disappointing as it is, it's kind of like I'm so sad about it that I don't even think that I could yell at them folks or anything in this moment, because this man is gone. Like, F y'all. Like, y'all know y'all stupid. I'll let somebody else drag y'all or whatever. Why I got to get on social media and yelling into the phone and screaming and all this and that? Like, I mean, I don't know. But I did appreciate that he called out the people that were over there filming the boy as he stretched out. He was calling them out and calling out the people promoting it throughout all social media. You know what I'm saying? Just really sad. Actually, quite a few people had some things to say over on Twitter, so we'll get into that real quick. Like, and then there's this one young lady that posted something over on to her Twitter confirming that she was actually there when this incident went down, and how she worded what she said in comparison to the text messages that's been floating. I definitely believe what she was saying. It's real simple, but we'll get into it. But real quick, just showing you guys some of the things that people had to say. Okay, Offset was Quavo's cousin. Quavo was Takeoff's uncle. Okay, they were all raised together in a suburban area in Atlanta, where the group Amigos was actually formed back in 2008. The name Migos was official in 2010 when they released their first mixtape, Jug Season. Rest in peace to Takeoff. Okay. Um. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, and you know what's funny? Like, highlighting the fact that they were from a suburban community. They really, from my understanding, didn't really grow up in the hood. Because I remember talking to y'all about that when it came to Offset. I was like, why Offset be out here acting like his mama ain't educated? Like, he ain't, like, why he be acting like he really was down in the trenches? Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of these kids that really don't have an advantage at all. Like, why he be out here acting like that, knowing his parents educated? You know what I'm saying? So when they said that, I'm like, yeah, that's interesting. I don't know why people be trying to align themselves so much to the hood so much when the hood never love you back anyway. Like, I don't get it, but whatever. Um, yeah, y'all, like, really, really sad. I did see a few celebrities come out and say some stuff. Let me see who all. I mean, Fabulous said something. Rich the Kid. I didn't even know he and Quave, he and Takeoff were best friends, but he put out his post about how he's his best friend and everything, and it seems like he's taking it very hard. Designer was like breaking the down on live or whatever video it was that he put up, and for me, it was like just a small tiny glimpse of what you can imagine Offset and Quavo are about to go through. Like, I feel so, like, y'all, it's just so sad. It's so tragic, y'all. It's just so, and then to know that the group was not on one accord. It is being reported that Offset and Takeoff really didn't have no issue. And honestly, I do kind of believe that. I feel like most of the issue was coming from Quavo. I feel like Quavo was the one that was disappointed in Austin. I feel like they were the ones that probably were butting heads the most or whatnot. But at the end of the day, the group was not together. They had broke up, right, for the time being. And it's just crazy because they had just talked about that on Drink Champs about whether they would reunite to do a Migos album or do anything together with Migos. And Quavo was sitting up there talking about loyalty this, talking about loyalty that, loyalty. Oh, child, what's the name of that? Lean on Me, when they were singing in the bathroom. Child, don't let me go down that road, because that was a little sad song. Anyway, yeah, he's up there singing about loyalty and everything. And then here it is, y'all done lost one of y'all members. And it's crazy too, because people need to understand this isn't just a group member, Like, I feel like it hits so much more differently than, like, God forbid, anybody from B2K, you know? Like, yeah, they came together for the group, whatever. Like, these people are family members. They've seen each other at their brokest, at their highest. Like, these are blood relatives. Like, girl, it's just sad. It is so, I just can't, I can't. It's just so sad, y'all. And then I can just imagine what Cardi probably going through, trying to make sure she uphold, Offset or whatever. I do hope that there are no blame gaming going on. I hope that nobody's over there blaming the other for anything. I'm sure they're still trying to process and wrap their head around. But once they, unfortunately, and I hate this a lot, when somebody passes, like, unfortunately, life still has to go on. So when life does go on, I hope that there aren't any like pointing of fingers or anything, and they're able to at least get back. Like, hopefully this situation kind of brings them back together versus taking them even further apart. Um, it's so much, y'all. Girl, I just really hate it. I really hate it. Let's see what some of the people were also saying over here on Twitter. Somebody said Migos holds a special place in this current generation of hip hop and do a lot of good memories tied to their music, rap royalty of this time. Takeoff's death is a huge loss. The families, fans, our people deserve to not have to go through this again and again. And I agree. Oh, I agree. I cannot believe I have to say this, but please do not repost or engage with tweets of Takeoff's lifeless body. He had a family. It's not worth a few likes and clicks. Have an effing heart, or at least use your brain. Come on, somebody. Please use the brain. If you don't use the brain no more, use it today. Respect is the bare minimum. Why do people have to ask to not see those images? Like, at what point do y'all think to yourselves, maybe I shouldn't post this? Okay. I agree. I agree. I agree with that. So this is the post from the young lady that put some things up on Twitter. Just this real quick little post. It's a picture of her in her outfit. She's in a bathroom. And it's a picture of Quavo with a circle around him. She's standing right next to him, which is why she pointed at the yellow arrow to show that she had on this exact outfit. And she says, I didn't come on here for clout. I'm sad I watched somebody who was out the mix the whole time get killed on accident. They wasn't arguing about dice. Takeoff wasn't even popping with them. He wasn't even shooting with them. Okay. So then maybe she could have meant maybe he wasn't even shooting dice with him versus, shooting or whatever like that. But he wasn't even over there. And that's exactly what those text messages said. That he wasn't even over there. He was in the cut as he typically is, and he was just chilling. And it was like he got hit by a stray bullet. We don't know the full details. These are just things that are being alleged and that's being put out there. But hopefully we'll know more details very soon. But I really like, girl, listen. I feel like it's yo, that's some traumatic to sit there and watch somebody that be with you all the time literally losing their life right before your eyes and you can't do nothing about it. I thought that Quavo was gonna have like a breakdown, and he probably is, but not in that moment because he probably was just so shocked. Like it, girl, that's some sad. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. That's some sad shit, y'all. I just really, it's sad. Like I'm out of words. Like I don't know what to say. It's just sad. I'm shocked. I'm shook. I can't believe it. Can't believe that baby gone. Don't bother nobody. You know what I'm saying? Don't, and I mean, I feel like the Migos don't really be in a lot of drama like some of these other celebs. Yeah, Offset may have had his cheating scandals or whatever, and then you had Quavo and the elevator situation he had going on with Sweetie. But as far as like a lot of beef and drama with other artists and hood dudes, I never really heard a lot, about them. So it's just crazy. It's crazy. And you know what else? I was like, I'm gonna have to moonwalk back from social media for a little bit because I feel like a lot of people are gonna start going on these rants on social media. We're gonna hear a lot of conspiracy theories. We're gonna hear a lot of, oh, Quavo sacrifice Takeoff. Oh my God, this is what happened. Like, it's just gonna be a lot of insensitivity to the family and the fans. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be a lot. That's why I'm like, this person I lost their life, and y'all finna come down here to social media to sit up here and argue about it. Like, ain't nobody got time, baby. Ain't nobody got time. I'm sick about it. I don't know what else to say. I'm just sick. I can't believe it. I can't believe, like, that was the first thing I woke up to this morning. And it's so crazy because um my fiance's close friend lost his son over the weekend. Similar situation. So it's just like, really, like, what? Do you turn around and you hear this? Not exact similar situation, but I mean, gun involved type thing, and it's like literally an innocent bystander and you just got hit. Like, it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's so sad, y'all. Mm, 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 mm. It's just so sad. And then it's just, yeah. And I'm not really appreciating some of the headlines. Like I said, people talking about he got murdered, da 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 da. Oh, he got killed over a dice game. I'm like, y'all making it sound like the boy was actually involved in the dice game. Like, just wait for the details. Like, just wait. Everybody want to be first. And then, like, I was watching the Shade Room. I was just like, oh, here y'all go. We know y'all gonna capitalize off everything. Tweets that people are saying about Takeoff. Oh my god, the songs. Let's talk about which one was your favorite. I'm like, man, y'all are some just whack, 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 whackity whack. Um, yeah, really sad. I don't know what else to say. I'm just shook. I'm shocked. That boy don't bother nobody. Like, I've never, like, I would hear about Quavo and Offset before I heard anything about Takeoff. And then now this happened. Like, child. And then it is kind of weird because how they were saying it in the messages, if this is true, and it ain't even got to be true. Like, I don't be understand. Like, y'all got so much money. Why y'all playing dice? Like, I don't know. Like, I would just have that much money and go chill. Like, y'all ain't really got to be out in the cut like that. Like, I'm thinking about Little Baby. I sat up there and watched this documentary, which was pretty good. I feel like it should have been longer on, I believe it was Amazon Prime, and he still be out there shooting dice and this and that. And it's like, why? For what? It's like, why are you going to the hood? Why are you still out here shooting dice and playing in the hood on the side of abandoned buildings? Like, why is that okay? That's not okay. Like, what are you doing? And it doesn't even have to be a dice game situation. People, it could be anything that could mess around and get these guys, in a tight situation. But it's just like, y'all don't want to go and sit down for a second and just go hide away. You know what I'm saying? But it's so sad. This gonna be on my mind for a minute because I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't. I mean, I did think about this a few weeks ago. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought about Migos and I was like, yo, I said that's pretty. I said I think that's kind of good that they're able to be as successful as they are and still move about in their hoods and in their areas. Like, it ain't nothing. Because a lot of people get success and they can't really go back to their hoods, because if they go back to their hoods or their areas or whatever, their hometown, they get clapped. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm surprised nobody ever tried to comfort them or anything. Still surprised by that because nobody really came for them. I don't think that I'm aware of. I can only speak about what I'm aware of. But then we have this situation here where one of them has been killed. It's so sad. And it wasn't even his fight. It wasn't even his beef. It wasn't even. But that's how it go though, huh? That's how it go. I could just imagine what Quavo finna go through, baby. I hope he don't sit and blame himself, but I know that's gonna be so traumatizing for him to have witnessed such a situation. I don't know if he had anything to do with it, as the people are saying, but I think it's just gonna be really hard on him. It is. It's gonna be hard on the whole family, man. Like, that's just crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. I just, wow. I'm shocked, y'all. I'm in a daze, bitch. I'm in a daze. This is some wild shit here. This is wild. Female rappers, you don't see this as much. IDK, if there's a clear reason why, it's that all around, right? Yeah, I don't really see the female. I mean, female rappers typically keep their stuff to social media. I mean, unless they try to throw hands for real, they just keep it at, throwing hands. He literally was doing nothing. Quavo is going to need intense therapy. He won't be able to get that image out his mind. I'm sure he won't. I'm sure he won't. Like, I just like, ooh, baby. Mm. It's just tough, yo. Women tend to adapt to new changes. That's why. Ooh, okay, okay. This is becoming too normal. Every other week, we're losing one of these young men. Do you hear what I say? Like, can people grow old? Can people get to a place where they are truly enjoying the fruits of their labor? Please, like, come on. There's so much going on. I was thinking about it. I was like, was all of this happening when I was a kid? Or was I too busy being a kid that I didn't know or care too much what the hell was going on? I don't know. But I'm like, damn. It's like, and then here's the other thing too. When I was coming up, I mean, like, we didn't really have social media until what? Well, I mean, we had MySpace or whatever. And then eventually we got Twitter. But I feel like, yeah, Twitter came about when I was in college. MySpace, I think, was like the later years of high school for me. But we didn't really have it like everybody has it. So now it's right at our fingertips. So that's the difference. That has to be the difference. That's why we see it so much. Hell, I be knowing what's going on all the way over there in Milwaukee and California. Okay. Usually you just get your news from TV or maybe newspapers or something. Now you're getting it right here on the social platforms. It's a lot. Oh, Lord. It is so much, guys. But I wanted to come and talk about this real quick. We do have some other things we do need to get into. Um, let's see what I want to talk about next. Actually, I want to talk about this guy here, Mr. Kanye West. Since we're talking about, posting things that people don't really want to see and stuff like that. Um, yeah. Kanye, baby, why is you posting Emmett Till's photo on your page? For what? Like, why would you do that? Why did you why come to the front? Why would you do that shit? Obviously, yeah, to get people's attention. Duh, that's why his mom left the casket open to get people's attention. However, I feel a way about it because one, nobody wanted to see that. Okay, again, giving trauma porn yet again. Two, I felt like you used him. I felt like you used him for your own agenda when you know you do not care nor like black folks for real, outside of what they likely can do for you. Now you're going on this whole, I'll apologize to my black people and all this other bullshit that you out here saying because you know that you're going to need the black people because the white folks done turn their ass to you, right? Correct. So I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I couldn't get with that. And then you telling somebody to get their foot up off your neck and all this. I'm like, please stop using that. Please stop. Because you'll never know what that feeling is like. I won't even know what that feeling is like. You know what I'm saying? So stop that. Stop saying that. I hate when you take traumatic situations and try to sit up there and use them for your own personal gain in some fashion. I don't like that. Then you came at George Floyd's baby mama, calling her out, telling her, "Oh, I donated $2 million and some dollars to your family, and da 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 da. Do you want to come at me like this and don't be coming at me like this and all this and that? You better go on and stop messing with God's child before I do this and that and da da da." Who you talking to, baby? See, she didn't ask you to give that money. That was a motherfucking choice of yours. And why would you give so much money to a cause or to a child or whatever and then turn around and disrespect said donation by feeling as though and believing some words? Because you got upset with her because you felt like she got mad at you over some words that you said in a podcast, but you used words, hello, from a documentary to spew continued bullshit about how somebody passed, and then you feel like she shouldn't be mad or upset about that all because you gave her some fucking $2 million. And Adidas gave your ass a deal. They put money in your pocket. They help you reach that billionaire status, but that never stopped your ass from being upset with them years later. Now, did it? When you didn't like how they were out here moving, now did it? It did not. You didn't care about that. So what the hell is your $2 million? You ain't care about all the money Adidas had already helped you get. Now you don't like where they are at this point, so now you decide to go off on them. Well, I feel like Miss Ma'am had the same right. Even if she did want to sue your ass, and probably still is suing your ass, who knows? But when it comes to The brother was like, I'm not going to sue anymore. I'm not going to sue anymore. But if he do something else, he put his foot in his mouth again, I'm gonna put my foot in his, it's in my hands in his pockets. Period. Okay. That's what the brother is saying. So I mean, it's good for you, but it's not good for her. It's cool when you do it. It's a problem when she do it. Now fuck you. Okay. So yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that shit at all. I don't even know. You know what be so crazy though? Y'all be up here on Twitter and I will see what Elon Musk is really gonna do. But y'all be up here on Twitter and Instagram, and somebody could put the smallest thing up, and then y'all sit up there and be trying to block their photos or something, or block their video, or have them take it down or whatever. Or at one point, I remember at one point it was like, I think when you own the rights to the music or something, they was trying to take the audio off or take the video off or whatever the case may be. But people can put corpses and everything else up, girl, on social media, and y'all just let it ride like everything is okay. That's not cool, and that's not cute. It's the night. Y'all gotta work on that. Y'all gotta work on that. I don't like that at all. So get that together, fix that, and y'all might want to send Kanye on another Instagram hiatus. Y'all just, yeah, I'm just telling y'all what y'all might want to do. Go and send that man on another Instagram hiatus, please. Okay. Let's move on to some more of this anti-Semitic talk. Okay, let's get into Mr. Kyrie Irving. Y'all, Kyrie. I likes Kyrie, man. I like him. I think he's a nice guy. Ultimately, I think he stands by what he says. It's an unfortunate situation for him right now because he posted a video that a lot of news outlets and media are trying to say that he was out here promoting, and I'm like, is it promoting? Really? Like, would it really be considered promoting? Because I feel like when you do a promotion on something, you do a series of something, right? And I just feel like he just posted it versus like promoting a movie. So it's a movie on Amazon. I don't even know the name of it. I think it was something about, hold on, I think it was Hebrews to Negroes or something like that. I don't even know if that's the name of it, but it was some type of documentary regarding that. And he was just, I think he just said that it was a good documentary or whatever. So because of the anti-Semitic conversations that's been going on, a lot of people felt like he was promoting false information. And I'm kind of like, I understand y'all being upset, but I think that y'all might want to be upset if that's the case. And if it's as serious, then y'all might want to be upset with Amazon Prime for allowing such false information to continue to be on their platform and for them to damn near promote themselves. If that's the case, allowing people to have access to it and to watch it over and over and over again, which is only going to build more conspiracy theorists or whatever. So I feel like, I understand you may feel away because you think that he's promoting it, but what about, I mean, you don't think Amazon should get some of that flack either? Like, I don't understand. So Kyrie Irving did this interview right after the game, I believe it was. And of course, instead of asking him about the game, one of the reporters wanted to primarily ask him about his post. And I just want y'all to listen to how Kyrie handled this situation.
Topic of promotion. Why did you decide to promote something that Alex Jones said?
That was a few weeks ago. I do not stand with Alex Jones' position, narrative, court case that he had with Sandy Hook, or any of the kids that felt like they had to relive trauma, or parents that had to relive trauma, or to be dismissive to all the lives that were lost during that tragic event. My post was a post from Alex Jones that he did in the early 90s or late 90s about secret societies in America of occults, and it's true. So I wasn't identifying with anything of being a campaignist for Alex Jones or anything. I was just there to post, and it's funny, and it's actually hilarious because out of all the things I posted that day, that was the one post that everyone chose to see. It just goes back to the way our world is and works. I'm not here to complain about it. I just exist.
And to follow up on the promotion of the movie and the book.
Can you please stop calling it a promotion? What am I promoting?
Put it out on your platform.
But I'm promoting it? Do you see me in front of the title?
By putting it out there, people are going to say that you are
promoting. Yeah, put it out there just like you put things out there, right?
Yeah, but it's not.
You put things out there for a living, right?
Right, but my stuff is not. So
let's move on.
Let's move on. Anti-Semitic.
Let's move on. Don't dehumanize me up here.
I'm not doing that.
Another human being. I can post whatever I want. So say that and shut it down and move on to the next question.
But Kyrie, you have to understand that by
I don't have to understand anything from you.
It's not me.
Nothing.
It's
no people that you're making up, bro. Move on.
But by posting,
move on. Next question.
Anybody
do you guys have any more questions for me?
And they're going to say,
you guys have any more questions? Because this is going to be a clip. This is going to be a clip that he's going to marvel at. Is this any more questions?
But you're not answering the question.
This is another answering your question. Oh my God, let's make another Instagram clip so we could be famous again. Next question.
Listen, the way he handled him, I was cackling. I said, you better stand for yourself. Okay, and call him out about how he's trying to flip this situation or whatever the case may be, honey. I was definitely here for him. Mr. Kyrie also went on to say this: I am an omnist, and I meant no disrespect to anyone's religious beliefs. The anti-Semitic label that is being pushed on me is not justified and does not reflect the reality or truth I live in every day. I embrace and want to learn from all walks of life and religions. Hila. I hope I said that right. Hila. Okay. So that's what he said. I liked how he went about attacking that. You know what I'm saying? Getting the reporter together because they can push agendas. All right. And I'm going to get into one of those articles, but also going ahead and putting that tweet out and going ahead and clearing up whatever matters and whatever labeling y'all are trying to put on me and make this a type of Kanye situation. See what it is. Y'all just mad at old boy because he stands by what the hell he say. Back when everybody was when y'all was trying to force people to get them jabs or whatnot, wasn't it Kyrie that was like, no, I'm not getting one? Oh, okay, then well, I guess I'll be sitting out or whatever, and chose to sit the hell out and stand on what the hell it was that he believed on. I feel like that's a dangerous man that don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. That's a dangerous man. And he black and rich too. Dangerous man, baby. Y'all can't handle that man. Y'all cannot handle that man. Y'all can't. And it's crazy because I feel like he moves it, like he enjoys what he does, I believe, but at the same time, if it was taken, like it's not going to shatter him. It's not going to shake him one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a different type of belief system. That's a different type of confidence that you got to have in yourself to not be shaken by any bullshit that's happening around you, for real, and to just stand true on how the fuck you feel. Like, what's up? What you gonna do? Okay, now what? Okay, you still not gonna, because it's something. And me and my little brother was talking about that last night. It's something about that person's spirit. You feel what I'm saying? You could take all this bullshit, you could do all this and that. It's not gonna affect me because of my spirit, because I know who the fuck I am. I know whose I am. Do you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's something about that energy, and I just be over here thinking to myself sometimes, like, Kalani. And you didn't want to be with him? Kalani. Girl. You didn't want to be with that man? I guess. I mean, maybe he needed to not be with you so he can, get to the place that he is today, honey. I don't know. But I mean, I appreciate it, girl. Because listen, wow. He shut him down. But I want y'all to check out this article real quick. I'm about to, go through with y'all, which was pretty interesting to me. I'm not going to read all of it, just, the early parts of it, because I'm just like, girl, was you the person that was asking him these questions and he was getting you together? So the person says, and I'm trying to see who wrote this article. Let's see, Dan Gartland. So I don't know if Dan Gartland was the person that Kyrie was talking to, but he says, "Good morning, I'm Dan Gartland. Well, so much for leading today's newsletter with a Game 3 of the World Series." He says, "Will Kyrie speak with the media tonight? Question mark. Sooner or later, Kyrie Irving is going to have to take responsibility for spreading anti-Semitic propaganda." Here you go on your bullshit, baby. Last night was not that time after a combative. I cannot stand the word combative because I feel like people in corporate spaces love to use that term, especially against Black women. When you really just standing up for yourself, they want to say that you being combative. No, bitch, I'm checking the fuck out you. That's what it is that I'm doing. So if you do want to call that combative, then let it be whatever the fuck it is. Okay. Because I'm not allowing you to run over me, and I'm stopping you right in your damn steps, and I'm checking you and letting you know what's wrong and what's right and whatever the case is. Like, what? Like, no, because you're trying to put a certain narrative on me and I'm trying to stop you right. Like, don't call me combative. Just say I'm sticking up for myself. That's what you would do with Becky, right? After a combative press conference Saturday night in which he refused to entertain the idea that he was wrong to promote a blatantly anti Semitic film, Irving faced no consequences from the Nets or the NBA. Whoa, calm down. Whoa. He was in the starting lineup for last night's game against the Pacers and didn't even have to face additional scrutiny after the game. He was not made available to talk to the media. Whoa. Are you okay? Are you okay? Child, I'm not gonna get into no more of this article, but when I just read some of it, I was like, "Oh, baby, are you the person he was talking to? Because you seem to be very upset, and you're continuing to push whatever you out there pushing. Okay, calm down, calm down." But I believe the head coach. I think that he said something like, "Well, I don't even really know everything that's going on to really be able to give a full comment on it." Then the CEO or whatever, whoever the head person is of the team was like, "We don't tolerate any anti-Semitic anything over here, and I'm going to get with such and such to make sure that they understand exactly where it is we're coming from with this." Okay, so but nothing happens. So I don't know. I don't know what the hell going on, but I appreciate that man for sticking up for himself. And if he felt like he wasn't doing that, I kind of feel like he has a right to say, like, "Hey, that's not what it is that I was doing. That's not what it is that you're trying to make this out to be. I'm not promoting anything because I have not put up a series of whatever." You know what I'm saying? I haven't done a constant promotion for this thing. I posted something. That's all I did, and I moved on. Okay, so what else is going on? If I post somebody's album, I'm not promoting. I'm just posting it. I like this song. Let's move on. You know. So I just appreciated him, kind of like, you know, giving a little bit of pushback with that. Somebody had a really good comment, and I'm mad that I screenshot it. Give me one second. I'm really trying to say, did I? I don't know if I screenshotted any of the comments on the page. Let's see. Let's see. Because they were really good. Basically saying somebody can. Hold on. Did I? Oh, I don't think I. Okay. Saying blacks are Jewish and oh, okay. Somebody says saying blacks are Jewish and having a difference in opinion is not anti-Semitic. Somebody says I stand with Kyrie. People will take what they want from certain messages, allow people to have opinions and speak freely. Now they say this. I don't know. Somebody else say, "Let me go watch this documentary because I'm trying to understand why it's wrong for black people to believe they were the original Jews." I mean, when I look at a map, then she said, "Never mind." Interesting. Okay. Somebody says, "Pay attention. Kyrie exposing the media and how they paint narratives, promoting quote unquote. Wow." He says, "So anything he posts is a promotion." That's wild. This is just some of the comments that I saw over there on the neighborhood talk. Mm. And so I don't know. It's just really, I guess a delicate situation, child. So I don't know. I don't know about all that stuff for real, religious stuff and all this and who was this and who was that. Girl, I just know I'm here today, honey. Hopefully I ain't gonna be gone tomorrow. Let's go ahead and keep going. These people have officially filed for a divorce. But what's interesting, the reason why I'm bringing this to y'all, okay, Tom Brady and Giselle. Y'all know Tom was talking about how he was going to sit up there and retire, girl. Then came back and said, "Aha, I'm Ken, girl. I'm Ken. I'm coming back. I'm coming back." And she said, "Well, if you gonna be coming back, then I'm getting the hell out." So that's just where we are, right? So they finally secured some attorneys and things, right? And he took to social media to give his statement after, okay, because they separated, had a fight, whatever happened over the summertime. She's done with him. He announced a few weeks ago, "I am for sure staying in the league until I'm ready to go," or whatever. But it was weird because he tried to compare it to a guy going, how did he say it? Like when you have to go overseas, when you're called for duty to go overseas or whatever. I forgot what he called it. And I'm like, that's not a good comparison, Mr. Tom Brady, because typically people that have to go overseas don't really want to go when they're called to go into war or whatever. So it sounds like you went into retirement and got pulled back out of retirement because maybe somebody else in the NFL probably forced you to come out of retirement or something. Like I don't know, like, but you're trying to sit up here in a press conference and make it seem like like you're happy about it. Like something's off about that. Okay. And it seems like I think Giselle may have felt like you chose them over your family, so she decided to go ahead and tap out. They got their own attorneys or whatever. It was announced that they have officially filed, or at least she has officially filed for a divorce. But what's interesting is that when she made this post on social media, girl, it sounded like she was saying it's already finalized. And I said, what? She says, with much gratitude for our time together, Tom and I have amicably finalized our divorce. I said, finalized? God, what the hell kind of lawyers y'all got? He must just gave you everything, or girl, that prenup must have been very clear cut and dry. She says, my priority has always been and will continue to be our children, whom I love with all my heart. We will continue co-parenting to give them the love and care and attention they greatly deserve. The decision to end a marriage is never easy, but we have grown apart. And while it is, of course, difficult to go through something like this, I feel blessed for the time we had together and only wish the best for Tom always. I kindly ask that our privacy be respected during this sensitive time. Okay. So that is what Miss Giselle sat up there and said, honey. And I'm like, finalized? Girl, it must be motherfucking nice. Cause you got some people, girl. Y'all let Kenya Moore borrow y'all attorneys? Can y'all send y'all attorneys over there to Kenya Moore? Because Miss Girl still tied the fuck up. Grace given 4 years later. Like, I don't know how long Kenya has been going through this divorce, but I know the divorce has been lasting longer than her marriage has. But can y'all please send y'all attorneys over there to Miss Kenya Moore so that my sis can be free to do what she wants to do, even if it is to be a cougar. You feel what I'm saying? Like, let her give us free. Okay, please help her out just a bit. And Tom also came out and he put his statement up. I'm trying to see if there's anything different, because it seemed like it was about the same. In recent days, my wife and I finalized our divorce from one another after 13 years of marriage. We arrived at this decision amicably and with gratitude for the time we spent together. We are blessed with beautiful and wonderful children who will continue to be the center of our world in every way. We will continue to work together as parents to always ensure they receive the love and attention they deserve. We arrived at this decision to end our marriage after much consideration. Doing so is, of course, painful and difficult, like it is for many people who go through the same thing every day around the world. However, we wish only the best for each other as we pursue whatever new chapters in our lives that are yet to be written. And we kindly ask for privacy and respect as we navigate what's to come in the next few days or whatever. So there's that. Okay, they are separated. Girl, I just wonder how much money Miss Giselle got up out of Tom Brady. I feel like it was very hefty. So, Tom, did you just write like a check or something like that? Because you was like, girl, go ahead and go on about your business. Like, was it like that? Like, what did she get? Because that was very, girl, y'all must have them attorneys working for a minute. Or it was just a cute little settlement y'all didn't even need to. I don't know, girl. Let somebody know. Let those details fall out, okay, at some point so we can get into it. Let's move on. All right. The couple I can't stand the most. The couple I cannot stand the most. That would be a Blueface and Krishan. They are irritating, in my personal opinion. I do not understand why the blogs continue to promote the abuse is what I mean. I do not understand it. I will never understand it. She went on live, and I don't have the videos here. I don't know how YouTube gonna do. Y'all go over there. You know, if you tap around, girl, you'll find it. Find it. She put up an image, and she also talked on a video. Her nose looked to be busted, girl. Her lip was busted and swollen, like it looked like she had been hit. It was definitely giving a little bit of Rihanna and Chris Brown. I believe Chris said that he hit her head on a dash or however it was, or that's what it was giving in the images, right? And I was just like, are you what? She was accusing him in the video of him being physical with her. So she was calling him out about that. Then in the video, she said something about trying to get out the car, jumping out the car, or whatever. I don't know if the car was moving at the time. It was all at night, but that's what she was trying to do. I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Like, why is nobody going out here trying to rescue this young lady? Let me see if I have the video where she tried to come back and retract some of the things that took place between her and Mr. Blueface, child.
Fine, everybody fine. No filter, no makeup. had a bad trip yesterday to Casamigos, trying to jump out of a fucking moving car on the highway. Blue trying to keep me from jumping out the car. I fought that like trying to get the fuck out the car. He's trying to save me, and I'm just like, I just blacked out.
She's not okay. She's not okay. I hate her voice. It's something about that voice, girl. But I'll be sure, so I'm not gonna hold on to it, man. But she said that she had a mental breakdown and that she had a bad trip because she was drinking a lot. I don't believe that. I'm sorry, I don't. I believe that you knew what you meant. I feel like you had that liquid courage, if that's the case. And I feel like you were likely being very honest in that moment. I don't know what kind of conversations y'all had behind the scenes that made you feel like you needed to go back and retract some stuff or whatever. But yeah, no. I believe what you said the first time, ma'am. Now this is what Blueface came and said because a lot of people started dragging him, child. So he gonna say trying to hold a rock down. Well, let me go to the bottom part because I feel like this is where he commented first. The bottom part. He says, "I don't IDK how y'all bypassing her trying to jump out of a moving car on the highway in Gary, Indiana. A little bloody nose on a not did he say a little bloody nose? A little bloody nose, a little sir." A little bloody nose and lip is a save compared to the injury she would have really sustained. Pray for Rock's mental health. If you actually care, she's perfectly fine physically. I don't believe him. I think he's bogus. I think he's full of all the way around. He goes on to say, or at least, he goes on to say, trying to hold Rock down is a bull ride. She ain't no weak bit. Clearly, y'all ain't watched her go against baddie South Security. What the dog on does that have to do with you possibly, according to her, and allegedly, according to her, putting your hands on her? That's not making sense. It's making excuses, in my opinion. Like you really didn't even address what happened. You just said y'all just bypassing the fact that she about jumped out the car. You know, she would have really got some bad damages. Y'all tripping off of a little bloody nose. Just a little, it's just a little blood on the nose and the lip. Y'all act like she can't really fight. Like, I'm so confused. Like, what the hell her fight some ladies got to do with her fighting your ass as a man? What are you talking about? Are you okay? Are you okay? I don't think that you're okay. I don't think that she is okay. Um, I'm concerned. I've been concerned for a very long time. I don't know how much y'all paying these blogs, but it must be some good money for them to continue to promote physical, mental, emotional abuse. Okay, because that's what they are promoting. But y'all must be you whack 100. Somebody, y'all are really paying some coins to keep y'all in rotation because it's something with y'all every week. And it's really sad. I can't wait till she rise above that. Like, I can't take it because I feel like if she does not rise above it, y'all, I'm concerned that she's going to be very below. If you know what I mean. She's going to be below if she does not rise above it and move on out that situation. But again, a person get fed up when they ready to get fed up. It's kind of hard to have those conversations with people that's okay and comfortable with their situation and where they at. So it's sad. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot. But let's keep going to maybe some good news. Okay, let's get real quick. Like Miss Masika. Masika is married. I kind of figured she was married because I thought she was engaged or already married like last year, like a year ago. Well, guess what else was going on last year? Miss Ma'am done went and had a baby too. Shocking. I'm gonna let y'all get into this quick little video that she shared on social media for the people to see to let everybody know that she's been MIA because she's a married woman. She has a family now and she has another daughter by the name of Amari. So y'all get into this video.
Good job, good job. Okay, watch your feet. Okay, got it. Come on, boy. All right. No, give it to me. She can't reach for it. Okay. All right.
You gotta make a step.
Good job, Steve.
You can hold me the whole time. Hold me.
Step, baby, step.
There you go. I got you.
Get to that car.
I love you. I love you. Baby, I love you. You are my life. My happiest moments weren't complete if you weren't by my side. You're my relations and connections to the sun. With you next to me, there's no darkness I can't overcome. You are my raindrops, I am the sea. With you and God as my sunlight, I'm blooming, I grow so beautifully. Baby, I'm so proud, proud to be a mom. You make the confusion go all away from this cold and mixed up world. I'm in love with you.
Sorry, you can stand right here. I'm gonna come out in the garage, okay?
Mm. 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 Well, congratulations and good luck. Yeah, Masika is married. Masika has a little girl. The singing, it it was okay. It was okay. It was. I think she needed some water. I think she needed some water. But what's the funny is the people in the comments saying all the baby wanted was some milk. And you up here singing to this baby, and this baby didn't even ask you for this. Like, y'all was mean as hell dragging this woman in the comments. Like, I need y'all to understand how rude that was, dragging this woman in them comments over there on social media about her singing when she was just singing to her baby. Like, y'all wrong for that. Okay, so I just want to send a congratulations to Miss Masika, girl. She done had that baby, honey. So be ready for some more products to come y'all way, because you know one thing Miss Masika gonna do, baby, she is going to get a coin. All right. So let's go on. Let's go ahead and move on to something else. Let's move on to something else. Miss Hazel E. While Masika over there supposedly happily married. Okay. But with her baby, things don't seem to be going the same for Miss Hazel E at this particular time. Hazel E seems to be out of the country with her daughter, because that's one thing Miss Hazel gonna do. She gonna get the hell up out the United States. Okay, at least that's what it seems like based on the messages that she was exposing her husband of. Right, I'm not gonna really get through all of the messages, but it seems like she ended up skipping town without notifying him, and he wanted to know where the hell she was. Right, and it's just interesting because it's like, girl, just a few days ago you was just posting, family pictures of y'all for Halloween, and maybe those were old. Maybe they took him a long time ago, but he pretty much, went in on her on social media and was like, where you at or whatever. Is you with a dude or whatever? Why you can't tell me where you at? When I find you, it's gonna be a surprise for you and whoever you with, or a female, because they not exempt either or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If she with a woman or a man, in that type of way or whatever. So I said, not you finna be trying to go ham on a woman and and the man. Like, calm down. Whoa. I don't know what transpired to cause it, because it looks like the things he was saying in the messages was what he was sending to her in response of some stuff, but she wasn't showing us what she said. It was more so about what it was that he was sending to her. Right. And then she also went on to put in the message at the end, or at least put on her story. She says, never in 3 years have I brought my relationship issues to the internet. But I got a child and I have to protect us at all costs. Sometimes silence will be the thing that kills you. She says, hold people accountable even if it hurts. All right. So that's what Miss Hazel E said. I'm trying to see what else Miss Hazel don't put up here on this page. She says, this, based on the messages, is not how a husband is supposed to talk to his wife. I've been putting up and taking care of an NIG too long to get treated this way. He think I'm playing this time, but I'm not. Ah, wow. Well, It's like Miss Hazel is going through it right now in her relationship. I do kind of hate that. I feel like I'm about to be like Dr. Heavenly over on Married to Medicine. I do kind of hate that she brought it to social media just a little bit. Because if you end up being with your man, being back with him, everybody else gonna look at you like you dumb, like you stupid, like why you brought this mess to us when you only gonna be with him anyway, like type thing. Because some part of me feels like Hazel not gonna leave him. Mm-mm. I feel like Hazel, she just acting out, and I feel like they're gonna continue to be together, and they're gonna continue to put up with their BS. Girl, you about knew on marriage boot camp that you should not have moved forward with marrying this man and being in a relationship with him, but you wanted one so bad, and you felt like he was just so fine and all this other stuff. So you decided to deal, and you still move forward and press forward for this relationship. So now you're in it, and I honestly don't think that you're ready to leave yet. But that's just my opinion. I think you're gonna hang in there for a little bit longer. Y'all just going through whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's an unfortunate situation, but it's yours, and I wish you good luck. Hope everything works out in the end for you guys. Okay. Now I want to move on to another crazy, crazy story. Crazy story because it's not gonna work out for this young man. All right. A lot of you guys are like, well, who is this man? Who is this? Well, this man here, his name is Ernest LaCour. If I said it right, LaCour. Okay. Ernest LaCour. He's a Oklahoma City man who was arrested and is charged currently with 3 counts of knowingly engaging in conduct to transfer HIV to multiple women. And I believe these are the 3 women that they know about at this particular time.
3 women, HIV. One of the victims spoke with Fox 25's Sarah Smith. She joins us now live from the police department with this story tonight. Sarah.
Wendy, the woman did not want us to show her face or use her name, but she's speaking out to help others. Ernest LaCour is charged with 3 counts of knowingly engaging in conduct to transfer HIV. One of the victims spoke to Fox 25 on Friday.
It is a deadly disease and it is sad, but you still can live your life. Like, I don't have AIDS. I still have a life to live.
The woman says she started having sex with LaCour in 2019. She says she got sick and went to the doctor.
I would just faint and pass out. I would get lightheaded. I would get so sick to my stomach. I'd have these episodes and I would throw up for weeks.
Her lab results were life-changing.
It's hard. Like, mentally, I'm crying and everything and how to cope with this. And there's a whole program and tell me about it and the medications and the treatment and everything.
Documents say OKC police got involved because evidence shows LaCour knew he was HIV positive during sexual contact. Records show there are at least 2 other victims.
I'm here to tell my story and I'm strong. I can do this and I have support.
The woman we talked to says there could be others.
I just want to tell everyone that they need to get tested and they need to be careful. And you just never know. You never know who someone really is.
If you have had contact with LaCour, reach out to police or the local health department.
All right, y'all heard that, girl. Please be careful out here in these streets, girl. It ain't safe. It ain't safe. It ain't safe. It ain't safe. Okay, out here in these streets. Wow. Lock him up, throw away the key. All right. He was out of line for that. That's terrible for you to knowingly, you knew what you were doing. Girl, that's some life sentences because these people have to live with that for the rest of their lives. And ain't no telling how many other women. And I'm wondering, and some part of me, I ain't even got to wonder. I really do feel like he's probably one of those guys that what they call it now, stealthing. So what they do is y'all may be engaging in protective sex or whatever. And then in the middle of having sex, they just remove the condom. Okay. Sir, were you in denial that you had this and you just didn't want to believe it? I mean, what was going on with you? You strike me as a person that would do that, and let's just say, I don't know. Y'all gonna have to build up some type of courage and just keep it a book and just be honest with what y'all got going on. I feel like people don't tell everybody what they got going on or what their statuses are because of how society and other folks make them feel like y'all remember back in the day when we used to say, well, you got the cooties, like the little cootie thing. Like, y'all make people feel weird or unclean or whatever the case is once they contract some diseases that likely wasn't, they fault type thing. He got it from somebody, and then that person got it from somebody else. I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's about making these people feel comfortable enough to come out and expose this. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you shouldn't have to make a person feel comfortable. They should just want to like share that. But I think they'd be afraid of like the ridicule that they may get or something like that, or people may treat them with the Heisman because it's like, you got what? You can't come over here by me. You may cough wrong, the type shit or whatever. So, yeah, I don't know how to fix that. So, just look out for yourself and just, be open and just, tell people what's like, let them know. Like, there's nothing wrong with you keeping it a book with a person and them making a decision on whether they want to continue to with you or not. Because there are a ton of people I feel in this world that probably do not care if you do have HIV. You know what I'm saying? I don't they got some stuff where you could likely be undetectable or not give it to somebody else or whatever the case. So I mean, technology has changed, right? But I mean, that's just hard. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, go get tested together. If they can't get tested, they can't get no cootie twat. Period. Okay. Period. People cheat even when married. That's very true. Unfortunately, if you're sexually active, this can happen to anybody, right? Anybody, not just sex. You could be sharing a needle, whatever the case is, right? It's other ways. What's up, Scotty, honey? I dated someone with HIV. It's many ways to be protected. Just be real about yours. Put that on a shirt. Just be real about yours. That's all. Just be real about yours. Be real about yours. You feel what I'm saying? And hopefully whoever they're being real with doesn't make them feel any worse about the disease that they have to live with for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? Making them feel comfortable to know that they can share that information with them as well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I hate that, The girls seem to be in good spirits for the most part. At least she does. We don't know about the other individuals. But it sucks, y'all. I hate that for her. But that's where we are. Lock him up, throw away the key. Okay, he was wrong for that. He was wrong for that. So let's go ahead, honey, and let's move on. What else do we have here? This is another sad story, y'all. Y'all, this is a crazy story. Okay, this young woman here, okay, her name is Kanaya Brunson, all right? And these two men that you see here, these two men are being charged in killing this 20-year-old Milwaukee woman and burning her body. Now, investigators believe that Kanaya Brunson was dating one of the suspects who was married, and that would be the bald-headed man on the end. Now, according to the police, Brunson met with Sharif on the morning of the murder, unfortunately. Okay, they said that Sharif's friend called 911 on September 24th after he said that he saw Sharif on top of this young woman in a car, and the woman was screaming, saying that he cut my throat. All right. She was screaming. She was pleading for help, unfortunately. I just hate this happened to this little girl. During the investigation, Sharif's wife, catch this, Sharif's wife claimed that he was with her on the night of the murder. But once video evidence came out, it contradicted what her was saying. Do you hear me? Then this man, I don't know if it was an issue with the mom or something like that, to where he texted the mama, but I know he texted her mom and was like, hey, I'm trying to leave your daughter alone, but she keeps contacting my wife. Not you trying to feel a way about her contacting your wife when you knew you had a wife. You knew what you was doing. And then why is your old is messing with this 20-year-old girl? Like, y'all be killing me. This girl could be your daughter or probably even your grandchild, depending on when the hell you had. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. I hate it. I hate it so much. Are you okay? You're not okay. Put him under the jail next to the dude that's been out here passing out the HIV. That's what you can do. Okay? Put him under there.
Kanaya Brunson's mom calls her daughter her best friend. Two men face charges, but the criminal complaint points to lies others told. And for that, Kanaya Brunson's mom is pressing ahead. Kanaya Brunson turned 20 in June, a joy to be around.
She can make you smile right away.
Brunson wanted to be an orthodontist or a vet, later learning she was good at making others look good, so she enrolled in beauty school.
She actually taught me how to put on eyelashes and do my eyebrows.
This is Brunson leaving home the morning of September 24th, texting her mom a smiley.
I wasn't even there 30 minutes and they called and told me her car was found. And I knew then, at that point, like something happened to her.
The day of the murder, police say Brunson met up with a married man she'd been seeing, Sultan Sharif. Strangely, he'd reached out to Brunson's mom a week earlier.
He goes on to say, I want to be done messing with your daughter, but she's reaching out to my wife.
September 24th, a friend of Sharif's called 911 after he says he saw Sharif on top of the victim in Sharif's car and that the female stated, he cut my throat. She was screaming and pleading for help. Police didn't locate the two then, but hours later were called to an alley near Keefe and Palmer where Brunson had been tied, shot, and then set on fire.
She was everything to me. She was everything, and this is the most hurtful feeling.
Police interviewed a number of people, including Sharif's wife, who claimed he'd been with her the night of the murder, which the complaint says was debunked through video evidence.
And they think that they're going to be out here and live their normal life after they, helped with this.
Sharif's brother-in-law, Johnny Allen Hopgood, is charged as an accomplice.
It's still hard to believe that she's not, here with us.
Wow. I got that, Keon. I'm trying to send some stuff over now, so thanks for sending that. So sad. I hate that, y'all. I hate that. Disturbing the peace with this little bitty baby. And then you had the audacity. You already older than her. Like, why would you need to slice her and then burn her? And I want that raggedy ass wife. I want her ass to be locked up too. That's what I want. Go ahead and put her up too, because I felt like she was wrong and she was out of line. Gonna sit up there and lie, talking about that man was with her the whole time when she knew that man was not with her. So I didn't see no charges being brought up against her, but I saw it with everybody else. So we're gonna see. Okay, why the fuck did and no one help her when she was screaming? That's what I'm saying. You heard the cries, but you didn't help. I mean, I don't understand people today. I don't get them. I don't know if I want to get them. I don't know. Didn't even try to help. Child can't take it. Let me see what this stuff is. I'm about to talk about something else, but I want to make sure that I let me download this other stuff here that Keon done sent me, because I'm sitting over here kind of confused. Like, why is y'all bothering this lady now? Okay. Give me 1 second, guys, as I try to pull this together, and be sure to go ahead and like the video. We have over 600 people here. I thank you guys so much for joining me. Oh my God. All right. I wasn't expecting that. So definitely make sure you like the video, all that great jazz. Let me pull these over so that we could talk about this in just a second. And then let me add these to the queue because I don't want to forget to talk about this. I don't even know what the hell is going on. So Keon, give me a quick little brief on what's going on so we can get into it. All right, y'all. I want to go ahead and move on to somebody else, girl, because she done found herself in some trouble too, honey. Okay? Very tragic. I hate that man did that to that little 20-year-old baby. Like, girl, I can't take it. But lock him up. I hope they put his trial out there for the people to see too, because I want to see how that's gonna play out for him. You dummy, done sat up there. And I feel like the mama said something that was important too. It's like people be out here committing these crimes, like they're gonna be able to just walk amongst everybody else and just be out here and just be free. And that's not necessarily the case, dummy. Like, what's wrong with you? Stupid. And I feel like his wife gonna just be sticking beside him because of just how she is, honey. But let's keep going. All right, let's talk about this young woman here who goes by the name of Keisha Golden. All right. This here is Miss Keisha Golden. So let's talk about her. They're saying that Keisha Golden, 33, was charged with first degree murder after allegedly stabbing and killing a 30-year-old man in Austin on Sunday. Now, in August, which is interesting. Okay. They said the same man was hospitalized after the woman stabbed him in the neck. But no charges were filed because the man refused to cooperate. Whoa. Now, around 3 a.m. on Sunday, Golden and the 30-year-old man allegedly argued in the kitchen over who would use the microwave first. Argued in the kitchen over who would use the microwave first. Several other family members were there too. Girl, not other family members being there too, and y'all over there arguing. But let's go ahead and keep going. Golden knocked the man's plate of food out of his hand, and the man pushed her into her counter. The man's uncle broke the couple up, and the man went to a bedroom and laid down. Golden entered the bedroom with a knife a few moments later. Prosecutors said the uncle put his arm out to stop her, but she lunged around him and stabbed the man once in the thigh, severing his femoral artery, okay, a major artery. All right, he died a short time later. Ma'am, she dropped the knife and left the home, but returned after police arrived and they arrested her. Police said she admitted to stabbing the man after the altercation ended. DNA tests are being conducted on a knife that investigators found in the kitchen. And between June and September, police filed 5 domestic violence reports involving Golden and her boyfriend. Now, this is what prosecutors are saying. They said in 4 of them, the boyfriend was accused of being the aggressor, choking, slapping, punching, and pushing her. Now she the one that unalived him, child. They said the judge set a bail of $2 million, which requires her to at least pay $200,000 just to get that out of jail. All right, so that is a crazy situation, girl. What's going on? I believe the woman was pregnant as well, so I guess that was her baby daddy. I don't know, but they said she was pregnant or whatever. But that's a whole lot of going on. A whole lot of going on over the microwave. You can have the microwave, just go ahead and use it. Like, I don't know what's happening with people today. I don't know. Maybe anything could be happening to make a person just snap. But it seemed like the man went on back to the room and mind his business. Like, girl, get up off me. I ain't even stun you. And then you turn around and it's like, boom, boom, boom. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole lot of, if you ask me, you know what I'm saying? I can't. I hate that happens. Okay. This man is gone. Now your ass set up. He ain't got a charge. Are you crazy? The femoral, I hope I'm saying it right. Femoral artery is major, one of the many direct branches of the artery. Girl, listen, that's crazy. That's crazy. Jesus. Ooh, baby, that's crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and switch over. Let's switch over real quick. Like, Kian says, for some reason, they want to attach Cardi and Nicki beef, also because it started from Migos and also because they feel she broke up Migos, telling Offset he was the best out the group. Okay. They all are great. Takeoff was definitely undeniable, right? I think for me personally, it is Offset for me. I do like how he rides the beats, I will say, but I love the different, like, they all have unique flows. So it's really like you can't really pin one against the other as the best over the best. You know what I'm saying? But everybody may just have their picks, which is great that they all went on to do individual albums, because if you like a certain flow or whatever like that, then you rock out to that. I've always taken more of a liking to Offset and how he raps, but I was always more intrigued, I must say, with Takeoff, because he was so laid back, chilled, somewhat secretive or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I was more interested. Like, what he got going on? Like, what's up with him? I don't ever know who he ain't. What he got there? Or whatever. He was so low key with it. You feel what I'm saying? But for me, I'm more so like Offset. And how he does it. He wrote that beat in Narcos, my favorite verse. Okay. Orange Moon, I'm getting all together for her. Oh yeah, it's gonna be second degree murder because it wasn't planned. Fast forward your video. What y'all talking about? Orange Moon and what y'all talking about? What y'all talking about over here in the chat, girl? What y'all been talking about in the chat? What you getting together? Let me check my DM real quick. See what he done sent. Whoa. Wait, are you for real? All right, I'm gonna share my screen. What? Why is y'all coming for Nicki Minaj and damn Cardi? Are y'all okay? Y'all about to make me upset. Before we get to the let me send this to my computer so I can, because I want to talk about something else, because it looks like Cardi B's team wants the judge to dismiss Tasha K's appeal. So let me go ahead and see if I can share this to myself real quick, like. Child, that is some crazy mess here. Okay, so Cardi B's team wants judge to dismiss Tasha K's appeal in defamation suits. Okay, y'all know Tasha K is ordered to pay Cardi B $3.8 million, almost a $4 million over some lies, allegations, and things. Okay, Cardi B's legal team is trying to convince the judge to dismiss an appeal from YouTuber Tasha K after she lost the multi-million-dollar defamation case. All right, a request was submitted to uphold the verdict against Letitia. Is that lady name? I would think it's Latasha. Now, why y'all gonna put the lady name wrong in this article? Is it Letitia Tasha K? Kibi? I would think it's Latasha Kibi. But anyway, so that's been submitted. Tasha K is required to pay all that money, and we know that. What else are we seeing? Yeah, they just want her to throw it out. That's it. This appeal that she's trying to bring to the front, they want her to throw it out. I'm surprised it even got this far for her to be able to submit an appeal. So we'll see what's going to happen. I wonder, appeal on the grounds of what? That's what I'm trying to find out. Appeal on the grounds of what? Did the judge do something wrong? Like, was something handled wrong during the case? Like, appeal on the grounds of what? Like, that's like, ain't nobody talking about that part. Let me pull this up over here so we can see how y'all over here blaming the ladies. Blaming the ladies for somebody else's death. Y'all don't leave these folks alone. Everybody out here grieving. Even if Nikki wasn't talking to the Migos, like that, she probably still had still had love or whatever for Takeoff at least. Like, come on, people. Appeal on the grounds that talking SHI is part of the culture. Child, let's keep going. All right. So somebody says this, and I don't like this. So, girl, like, why y'all gonna do that? Let me switch it real quick. Let's see. Do it like this. I hope that makes it bigger. All right. So somebody says, at I am Cardi B. Now that Takeoff is gone, girl, can he like even make it back to Georgia? Like, we don't even know if the man is here or still in Houston, and you over here pulling him into some motion. Now that Takeoff is gone, hope you are happy now, destroying a family instead of being a peacemaker. Girl, are you lonely? Like, what is what? Destroying a family instead of being a peacemaker as their brother or homie's wife. Now that he's dead, hope you are happy because what? Because you will never get to fix things. Never. Foolish girl, make music without being a sack of mess. Girl, find you some business and a life without being a sack of mess. Over here harassing people down to the social media. You better hope she don't sit up there and dox your information only to turn around and sue you. Are you okay? Whoa. Wow. What's next? Okay. Somebody says respectfully, Nicki Minaj was literally just hanging with the man who was threatening Quavo. Nah, girl, no, we not gonna go. You're not gonna do that. You is not gonna do that. and his family. I'm just saying it's a coincidence, but RIP to him. Like, now what the hell does Nikki have to do with that? Because she's over here hanging with, like, she knew something. Like, what are y'all? What? Girl, y'all. I'm just saying it's a coincidence, but RIP to him, and I hope this allows for some fresh perspective from both sides. You're stupid. You're dumb. Nicki Minaj was literally just hanging with the man. And how the hell was she supposed to know what was going to happen? I don't think anybody in that moment knew what was happening. It was, I believe it was an accident, right? But we'll get more details because I don't even know, right? Somebody says, I blame Cardi B for Takeoff's death. Dice game or not, that mother knows a voodoo priest or something. And you think that she would use her power to wish that on somebody? That makes no sense. If that is the case, ma'am, if you truly believe that, there would be no Nikki because she would have been clapped out too. What are you saying, dear? Girl, find a cucumber. Find a cucumber. And Cardi B, why are you silent about Takeoff's death? I don't even think Offset has said anything. No, I don't think QC. I don't think P. Girl, it's the crazy part that y'all use. Y'all fans be so whack. So fucking whack. Y'all be so whack, bro. Because y'all use any moment that y'all can to sit up here and harass these ladies. And it's crazy. Nikki somewhere over there playing with Papa Bear, and then y'all coming over here with this bullshit. Cardi over there trying to tend to her kids and her man, and y'all over here with this bullshit. Girl, no ma'am. Every time somebody pass, y'all amaze me with how mean-spirited y'all are and can be. Because what the fuck do you mean you're adding Cardi talking about, are you happy now? Or saying they should have took Quavo. Or, whoa, they said that? They should have took Quavo or Offset? Whoa. Wow. He would have wanted this to happen to one of his own. Y'all are not good. I don't need your typing on tweets is not good. He would have wanted. What does that mean? I think I understand it though. Like, are y'all out y'all minds? Y'all, please leave Nicki and Cardi B name out. Please leave it out. Just please leave it out, baby. The only person that is responsible for Takeoff's death is the mother sugar. Period. Okay. How the fuck y'all get blaming Cardi B and dragging Nicki name in this? Like, how did y'all get that? Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Why y'all brought these ladies into this hooliganism? They minding their business, and here come y'all. Somebody says, please stop making Takeoff's death. What? Please stop making Takeoff's death another egg in the Cardi B, Nicki Minaj beef basket. I have to agree. Not only are y'all come on. Not only are y'all minimizing his life to just his connection with the two women, but y'all are forgetting that he knew both women and they probably both grieving today. Just leave it be. Okay? Just leave it be, please. Okay? Leave it be. BDB, please. Leave it be. Leave it be. And that's what I was thinking about. Y'all see how they doing all this extraness right here and minimizing his death? That's kind of a little bit about what I was feeling with Gilly the Kid. Just a little bit. I understand the frustrations, but it's like, we ain't even got time to argue about the stupid ass posting that people that made and stuff. Like, they'll get checked accordingly. It's no point in picking up the phone, fussing, yelling, screaming in your phone type thing, because it's distracting from the sadness of what's like really happening. Like, I don't like, I'm too sad to be sent over here cussing these dummies out for some shit they gonna do and some shit that Twitter's gonna allow. Like, y'all, this is so sad. It's sad. And nobody wins when the family feud, honey. Y'all got to get it together. Get it together. Tighten up. Tighten the fuck up, people. Tighten up. What's going on? Extremely disrespectful is extremely grown ass people so wrapped up in female beef that they still want to toss in a woman's name when she has absolutely nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing. And not just a woman, but both women. I know Offset hurt. Yes, they wasn't in the best on the best of terms, but they was his family. I bet he thought they could have made up now. He won't get that chance. I don't know which one's which because I'm hearing reports that um Takeoff and Offset were cool. It was more so Takeoff and Quavo. But still to your point, at the end of the day, the group was not together. So that's a lot right there. At the end of the day. Are you out your damn mind? Are you serious? That is the most ignorant. I knew it was coming though. I didn't think they would say Offset. This is gonna be some drama, baby, for a minute. And it's not even gonna be drama as far as the family is concerned. It's gonna be drama from these whack ass fans. That's where it's gonna come from, y'all whack asses. That's crazy. Y'all gonna be fueling a lot of this, but I hope that people are smart enough to not like fall down that rabbit hole with some of these dumbasses, like just stupid as hell. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on. Let's get real quick, switch gears to a lighter note. All right. Talk about some Married to Medicine, get into the Real Housewives sector, okay? Mr. Funky Dineva had a sit down with Contessa. He got a chance to talk to her over there on the channel. And I mean, it was cool. I listened to it as I did some work and stuff. So I did not take like a lot of notes or whatever. But Contessa was like confusing me a little bit. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like she was confused and she spoke on Heavenly and how she felt like she didn't share anything with Heavenly, but then turn around and said that she would confide in Heavenly about stuff and then Heavenly would take it to social media. So I'm like, well, which one is it, Contessa? Were you real cool? Like, did you share stuff or did you not share stuff? Because that's giving contradiction and it's not necessarily making sense, okay? He asked her about whether or not she and Toya became friends to spite Heavenly. And I'm like, well, first of all, Dr. Contessa said no. She already knew that even though whenever her and Toya would be friends, it would Heavenly was gonna be pissed either way it go, right? So that's just what it was. But they did not become friends because they disliked Heavenly, which I also don't believe because I feel like Contessa and Toya have had an up and down relationship. So it is what it is. But you know who I do think though, Q? I think that Quad and Anila became friends because they didn't like Toya. I do believe that. I have to definitely agree with that. She talked about Dr. Scott and their divorce because they definitely were getting to a place where they were going to divorce for sure. But because he's so private, he got disappointed in the fact that that information came out during the reunion when Quad ended up speaking. And y'all, I'm gonna do my review later today, hopefully today. On Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Potomac. But Quiet got on my fucking nerves at the reunion because she was definitely acting like she was in charge of everybody. Even with how she talked to Andy. You know what I'm saying? And he's moderating the whole thing. It's like, why do y'all let this woman that's not even married to medicine, my love, come up here and just act like she's running the whole show and just talk and 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 talk. Like it was getting very much so annoying. What else he talked about? I feel like that was pretty much it, all that I captured. Another thing I captured from the interview is with Q being very close friends with Dr. Heavenly. I definitely felt like he really held her down to a I ain't gonna say to a fault, but he definitely held her down. And it's like, man, come on. At the end of the day, Dr. Heavenly too can be full of shit. Period. Okay, she definitely can be full of shit. That's just what it is. But I think for the most part, it was a cute interview. I think it was good. I like how I know in the beginning when he first started his YouTube channel, he would be Mr. Funky Dineva or whatnot, and I like how he's able to be kind of flexible or versatile is what I'll say. If that whether he wants to be Miss Funky Dineva or BQ, I like how he can do that. You know what I'm saying? Some people just stay in this image of just like that character or whatever. So anyway, I thought it was a good interview for the most part, outside of Contessa confusing the hell out of me and just wanting to be mad for it seems to be no damn reason. And yeah, that was that. It's amazing that Toya receives no loyalty from all those that she introduced to be on the show. Yikes, none. I did not get a chance to see Aaron do the interview with the Dr. Heavenly. I did get to see his most recent video about how that interview went. I did get a chance to see that. And I hate that he experienced what he experienced when he did the interview. I appreciate him being so vulnerable and open, though. I think that was really great. And I love Aaron. I love his content. I love how he's primarily, more calm. And I hope to be like that a little bit more, because sometimes I feel like I get so amped up at times. And I really don't like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I be over here thinking like, I may stop reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville, because I don't be wanting to get so amped about people that I really don't know or give a fuck about for real. But anyway, yeah, so I really do like Aaron, his commentary. I just like everything about Aaron. So I hate that he experienced that, but I hope that he doesn't let that affect him too much throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? And he could just, pick it up and keep it moving. It's just a moment. It's all good. What else? What's Scotty over here talking about? And to think I used to love Quad. Let me call Lisa Nicole so she can drench her ass again. Correct. Okay. I used to really like Quad, but when Quad and Mariah separated, that's when I was like, something off about that. I'm not crazy about her like I was. Oh, another thing Contessa talked about. Funky asked her if she thinks that Anila was like a good addition to the show, or if she should be a part of the show. And she kind of was hesitating very long to answer that. She was struggling to get an answer out, because honestly, she feels like no. She feels like it's not a genuine connection. She said we already had diversity, and I feel like she was speaking on Mariah. I feel like she was speaking on Mariah. And I also feel like she could have been talking about Dr. Carrie, because she knew I'm not Dr. Carrie, but Carrie Wells. I don't even know if Carrie's a doctor, but anyway, she knew Carrie. So I feel like that's the diversity she was talking about, like with a black woman being married to an Indian man. I was here for that. And you know what else I'm thinking? For me, if y'all pay attention to the reunion, from what I understand, Simone doesn't have an issue with Mariah. From y'all, correct me now, because from what I understood, Simone ain't got no issue with Mariah. Toya ain't got no issue with Mariah. Contessa ain't got no issue with Mariah. I don't think Jackie likes Mariah. It's clear about Quad. It's clear about Dr. Heavenly. And that's why I feel like they be over there giving some of those ladies a bit of an issue. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, y'all don't like the ladies because they still like Mariah. They cool Mariah or whatever the case is. Like, which one is it? What's going on? What's so really good? I wish they could bring her back, but I don't know if they'll ever do that, because I guess it was a lawsuit or so. I don't know what was happening, but I would love to have her back. Okay, so she can keep them on their toes. You feel what I'm saying? Keep them on their toes. Oh, not Contessa is full of SHI with that comment. She joined the bandwagon to go against Mariah, and Simone stood by and was silent while they destroyed that woman. Only Toya stood firm with Mariah. I appreciate that, Virgo energy. Thanks for dropping that in the chat. I read somewhere that Quad said she misses her friendship with Mariah. I'm sure she do. They were friends for a very long time. I'm sure she does. Okay. So let's go ahead and scoot over. And let's get to real quick Miss Robyn Dixon over there at Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm gonna change their name. I don't think it's gonna be Potomac no more. I think it's gonna be Potomac. Do I want to say Potomac, or it might be Potomac? Whatever. So Real Housewives of Potomac with Miss Robyn. So somebody decided they was going to get in her DMs, baby, and start going in on Miss Ma'am. And the person told Robyn this: "You low down, red, nasty bitch. You wrong for not inviting Wendy and her kids. What do you have against her? Cause she dark skinned. How the hell you gonna ask another bitch to bring her kids? I hope you die, bitch. Whoa. Wait a minute. Come. Whoa. It's okay. We may not have liked what Robyn did, but girl, it's never that serious for somebody to die. It's not, girl. It's just not. I just disagree with that. So Robyn decided to comment and, post this. And she said, this woman hopes I die over some people that don't even know she exists. Ooh, sick. Yikes. Yikes. She says, no need to harass her for her evil wishes. She is unfortunately one of many. I will just continue to pray for protection for me and my family and my castmates, who will also be harassed at some point over this long season, because we are all humans and far from perfect. From those wishing harm and evil over us because of a TV show. Shaking my head. Now, I did not like what the person said to Robyn. In all honesty, I don't agree with that. That's just what I think. I'm glad Robyn put it on blast and also gave her 2 cents. What I don't like is Miss Lion, it's Mia Thornton, baby, because Mia comes to the comments, honey, talking about some. Oh wow! Tell Wendy's cousin to sit down somewhere. It's not that serious. Mia, you know what else wasn't serious? Your comment. It wasn't serious for you to put it there. It wasn't. Why did you insert yourself in something that had nothing to do with you? Why would you do that? So when Wendy gets on your ass, be quiet. Be quiet. Not only did you sit up here and douse this woman with liqueur or whatever it was, and then you turned around and put your friend on blast, and then when they called you out, you retracted whatever you were saying or whatever. You also went on after you threw that drink in Wendy's face to say that you were wrong and apologize or whatever the case is, and then you turn around and you do some bullshit like this, and so now you're trying to incite people to go and harass Wendy because people may just believe that it was her cousin that was in Robyn's DMs. Mm. And you was just crying to us, wanting us to have sympathy because G's company snatched that bitch from up under y'all. Mm, 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 mm. She can go. She can go. She can go. She can leave. Get out right now. It's the end of you and me. Or at least it's the end of RHOP. All right. She can go. Irritating. 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 Seeking moments. It's giving Wendy. I mean, not Wendy, but Mia. I hate it. I hate it, Mia. We didn't need that. Why would you do that, Mia? It's crazy because every time you want to give Mia a chance, and it's like you be wanting to like Mia on the show, Mia do something and be like, damn, girl, we be wanting to give you the benefit, and then you go and do something else. It's like, Mia, stop. Stop, Mia. You had us on your side. Especially when Giselle was coming at you, had us on your side. And then you go and do this. I don't know, child. That's Mia for you. I'm officially over Mia. I have tried and held out, trying to see it for her, but with this latest foolishness, I officially give up. Bye, Mia. Yikes. We hated for her. Not really. But let's move on, okay? Let's get to the last thing. I want to talk about Miss Karen Huger. Let's get into Miss Huger, the Grande Dame, all right? If y'all never knew one existed, know that it is indeed Miss Karen, okay? Karen actually, so first of all, I came to y'all with a video about Giselle doing an interview with Carlos King. Well, listening to that interview, Miss Karen did not like some of the things that Giselle had to say, nor how Carlos was showing up in the interview. At least that's how Miss Karen made it seem, okay? Because she clapped off on Giselle. She clapped off on Carlos because it seems like, it seemed like to her, he was just going along with whatever Giselle was talking about type thing. Like when Giselle was referencing Monique reading her down with the binder at the reunion, she said, well, I didn't engage in that because it's none of their business. So Karen is like, well, wait a minute, ma'am. Your life ain't our business, but our life is yours, and you get to bring up and mess with everybody's marriage and all this other stuff. So that's okay. That's not making any sense, okay? And she didn't like how Carlos pretty much co-signed that and was like, yeah, that's your business. You ain't got to share whatever like that. She ain't like that. Okay, so but I feel like who knows? I mean, he probably gonna hit her up, do an interview, and they'll probably clear all that up or whatever. But anyway, what else did she talk about? She talked about Giselle saying that Sharice got tea on her and how Giselle had the same tea, but she didn't spill it because if she would have spilled it, would have been an issue, and Karen should have thanked her for not spilling it. And Karen's not believing nothing she talked about. Like, girl, you ain't got nothing on me because if you did have it, you would have spilled, okay? And the reason you didn't come at Monique was because you ain't have nothing to combat the truth with. So let's move on from there, okay? So Miss Karen was over there reading on the YouTube, girl. What else did she talk about? She talked about Sharice saying that, listen, I don't with that lady. I don't with her because I don't with her. Okay, she's not my type of woman. I don't rock with that lady. And as y'all continue to watch the season, you're going to see just why I don't rock with her. And y'all may feel the same exact way. Okay, so Miss Karen definitely came to the front to call the girls out and check them. She says that Giselle is weaponizing Miss Sharice to come up against her, to do her dirty work. Okay, to come up against Miss Karen and to do the dirty work of Miss Giselle. Right, so she talked about all of that, and she said she's gonna come for it every single time she try to play her. And that's period. And it's like, now, ain't that something? Now, see, Giselle, you and Karen was just supposed to be on a better accord coming into this season, right? But we see that y'all gonna be back on the outs. It's a mess, the girl. It's definitely a mess. I haven't been crazy about Karen in the past few seasons, I must say, but I think that this season I might be taking a liking to Karen. It's just so funny how you watch these reality shows and you start off really liking one person, and then as the show progresses, it's like, oh, I just can't stand her no more, right? Because I used to really like Karen and Giselle, and if you've been following me, you know that I used to. I'm sorry, not Karen, but Giselle and Robyn. I used to really like them in the beginning, but last season was a flip for me, right? Ashley, never liked her ever. But I think this season has been somewhat of a flip a little bit for me. So I'm starting to like Ashley, and I think the same thing is going to happen with Karen as well. I do think that this is going to be a really good season. I wonder how long, because they talking about it's going to be real long, so we're going to see. Yeah. So there's that. Where is it at? That's what's up. Let me look on social media and see it. Let me look and see if I can find it. See if they're showing it live. Is this it? Girl, what is this? I'm trying to see if this is the live feed of what's happening with his situation. Okay, let me see if I can share the screen again, people. Uh-oh, I'm sharing the wrong screen. That's why. Hold on. This live all over the place today, child.
Based on the comments of young men killing black men, do you think this individual is might be younger than, let's say, 20?
I think they were probably all in their 20s. Okay, but again, I don't like speculation. We want to wait until we nail it down. Where we go, I want us to all understand the family is hurting, and I don't mind the questions. I mean, that's a part of it. But if we send our family, our loved ones who are looking and listening on a roller coaster, that's what I always caution again as the police chief. I want to make sure that we're taking them in consideration, but we are gonna, bottom line, mark my word and mark it. This great city with our great citizens, with our police department, we will find who's responsible for it. Go ahead.
Chief, you know, the artistic roots of hip hop run very deep in the city. Are you a little surprised that 40 people have not stepped up and
I don't want to judge them at this moment right now. I want to call them to action. And the mayor said it, and this is very important. And I don't want my message to get twisted up either, because sometimes people take a portion of what you say and they take away from the context of the message that you're trying to bring. It's not just hip hop. It is that age, and we need to give them some help. We've done a lot of things in our city. We need to cultivate them, be there and support them. Now, there's a few in any population or any community that are just evil, and that's a very few. And I don't know the backgrounds of these people. Let us find out who did it. Let us do our investigation. But those individuals that I talked about that are committing crime after crime, don't know if this is the case here, but we do have at least two individuals pulling triggers around here. We're going to get them in custody, okay?
Chief, I know you mentioned that.
Let me get her, and then I'll come back. I want to get, and then if we got time, we'll get back. Yes.
Right now, no suspects, no one detained. Any idea? I know there's some surveillance footage out there.
We're viewing it as part of the investigation, and that may uncover something, but the best thing that we have, because even if we have a face, the best thing is somebody can stand up, because somebody knows exactly who it was. And I'm really confident that somebody's going to step up. Anybody over here, and then I'll come back to you. Go ahead. And I'll come back to you.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Chief, did the argument start at the party, or was it an argument or a disagreement that had?
That's still part of the investigation. At some point, I think there was a disagreement on something, and we're still trying to determine that and work that out. But again, once we determine it, we'll put it out there. Okay? Go ahead, sir.
Chief, is there anything you can share with us about the private party?
I don't know right now, just the private party at that location. That's going to be part of the investigation. We need to talk to management. We need to talk to individuals who were actually there. A lot to go in this investigation, still early on. Go ahead, Cindy.
Could you just talk a little bit about, where this fits in the sort of broader picture of what Houston's been dealing with for the last couple of years, right? I mean, the mayor did mention.
I don't think it's just Houston. I think it's society. And I've said this probably 1,000 times, over the last year and a half or so. Nobody knows, okay? This thing with COVID, criminologists are going to be studying this here for years, So go ahead, Mayor.
Let me address that, because I want to make it very clear that this is not a Houston unique situation. And I know all this year and all these months, people have been trying to make this a Houston unique situation. Just this morning, I'm looking at all the crime stats of all of the major cities, okay? Houston is not the worst city. Far from, okay? Every city in this country is facing issues. But the good news in this city, what I can say, is that we are trending in the right direction. We have 46 fewer homicides this year than we had last year. If it was 46 more than last year, you'd be hearing about that. And you would be reporting on that. But no one is reporting that we have 46 fewer homicides this year than the same time last year. Homicides 11% below where we were last year. But I will say this was not an incident that happened just like in an open club where people can come in and come out and nobody knows everybody. This was a private event. And based on the investigation of about 40 people, it is important for the hip hop community, for everybody else, for the city, for the family. It is important for those who have information on who the shooters were to make that information known. There's a responsibility and accountability on all of us to do that. And that's why I want to deal with the subject matter, that there are too many young men of color that lives are being cut short from other young men of color. And that has to stop, because that's tragic. And so I want to again to plead to the persons who were there, who have information on who these shooters were. Give HPD law enforcement that information. So we can solve this situation sooner rather than later. So you don't have others out there trying to solve it for themselves, okay? We owe that to Takeoff's mom and to the family. And I want the mother to know and the family members to know that this city is praying for them. And we value their family member's life, okay? And we intend to solve it. And that's why we're all standing here. We intend to solve it, okay? Because these type of shootings just can't happen, and then we move on to the next one.
Thanks, Mayor. I'm gonna take a couple of more. Somebody who hadn't asked the question yet, go ahead.
Was his uncle Quavo there when the shooting occurred, and is he working with investigators?
I'm not sure exactly who was there. We're gonna determine that. I don't say that anybody hadn't been working with us. It just happened 2:30 a.m. this morning. So we expect family members and everybody to work with us, and we'll get with you on that. Who was it? One. Go ahead.
The two people who were injured, were they shot also, and were they friends of Takeoff?
We don't know the relationship right now. We just know that they're in a hospital. I think our investigators had an opportunity to briefly talk with them, but they're being tended to. So we'll get back at them maybe later on today or tomorrow.
Were they shot
Yeah.
also? Or do you know
Yes. Go ahead.
Chief, I wanted to go back to something you mentioned earlier. Outside of the blanket call for evidence and people to come forward, as kind of we're used to hearing, I felt like you had a moment there where it almost felt personal here. And I'm just curious for everyone to hear one more time. For the dozens of witnesses who saw this play out, what is your message to them?
You asked for my personal, and I don't like to put it on Troy Fenner, but I'm proud of my city. I love this city. I love this department. And I know the heart of our people. I spent the majority of 55 years in this city, and I know what we're about. So that's what I'm trying to wake up. And if I got to do that and calling people, that's what I want to do. And it is personal, but it's not only personal for this incident. Anybody that's killed in our city, like our mayor has said time and time again, you take it personal. And I don't know how a chief of police don't take it personal. Now, it may, I don't have any gray houses and bald headed, okay? It may do that to me. May add a little bit of stress, but you know what? I don't know how police chiefs in our nation don't care. And I can tell you most of them care as much as I care. But I got a lot of strong men and women on our team, and we're going to get justice for this family.
And for the witnesses who saw this play out, what would you ask them?
Just step up. Real simple. Just like I said, I've always said, people, what if it was your family member? What would you want them to do? Real simple. Let's get it.
I was just going to ask you.
And I'll come back to you.
Speaking of the personal angle, from your office, you can clearly see Green Street, probably the spot where this happened. In general terms, though, downtown, the entertainment district, this is highly unusual, no? Especially when you consider all the fans here for the World Series, too, who may be looking at this from afar thinking, what's going on?
We want to put it in perspective. Crimes can happen anywhere, but don't forget, private event. And I'm not trying to diminish it it's a private event. It's not a random just out on the street. So I want people to understand that. Got a great city with a lot of great people. And we're going to be fine here. We got work to do, and I'm going to take two more because all my investigators are behind me, and they got to get back, okay? I'm going to get you, and then I'm going to come back at you, okay? It's all right? Yes, ma'am.
Did the party end at 2:30, or was this group outside for quite some time?
I'm not sure on that. I hope events are ending at least at 2 a.m. That's part of the investigation, but I know the shooting did occur outside, okay? Yeah, go ahead.
Chief, at this time, do you guys know how many times Takeoff was shot?
I don't know right now. And unfortunately, he has to. The autopsy will take place, and I don't know. Probably sometime tomorrow they'll get that information to us again. I don't want to speculate, but again, in closing, pray for that family. Pray for everybody involved. His mom, I don't know her, but my heart goes out to her, and people don't understand the human element, and that's what we want these young men to think about. Stop just pulling the darn trigger. Think and calm yourself down a little bit, you know, but that's what we got to work on as a society. So thank y'all. All right.
It is personal.
Child, that's crazy. Why do a press conference when all your answers is I don't know, 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 I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. But we're still figuring that out. Y'all could have kept that then. Come back when you got some answers. Because you know all the people want to know what the hell going on. I really hate this happen. Boy. Ooh, I'd rather them say they can't speak on the investigation rather than saying, I don't know, right? The whole time. Right. I'll see a lot of y'all dropping a few things in the chat. I don't know who that person is. I'll wait until more details come out because I don't know who that person is. You know what I'm saying, Cam? What was the reason? What was the reason? What was the reason? I feel like they probably just wanted to bring something to the people, but the people want answers and y'all not giving us nothing. So it's like just hold what you got. Hold what you got, man. But I enjoyed you guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. All right. I'm sure we talked about a lot of things that YouTube is going to have to go through and review. So the video may not be available to you all immediately, but hopefully soon. All right. So I thank you guys so much again for watching. Don't forget to like the video if you have yet to do so. We do have over 700 people in the chat, so thanks for being here with me. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you have not done that, and follow me on social media. That would be Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that other great jazz. Okay. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you, and you have a great day.